Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Circle Back. This is a podcast where we offer our listeners a peek behind the scenes of successful organizations. We enter the meetings of various committees, councils, boards, bureaus, and panels that make crucial decisions in business and beyond. We listen in to the important people making these decisions so that we can see just what makes these organizations tick. This week, we are joining the Clear Solutions call center for one of their training meetings. Without further ado, here's the Clear Solutions call center training meeting.
All right, let's huddle. Everybody, let's huddle. Let's get in here. Let's see who we got. Come on in. Sit on down. Sit on down. All right. Looks like a bunch of newbies, am I right? You all new?
Yeah.
Or some of you have been here?
Yeah.
First day for me. I'm excited.
Let's just go around the table here. My name, as you may know already, Bill Engender. Mr. Engender to you. And well, I'm just here to, kind of lay down the law and give you a lay of the land. So that's it, I think. Oh, and my pronouns are he, him. All right, I'm going to pass it on over. Yeah,
all right.
just right there. Go ahead. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm Cal, Mr. Engender. It's great to meet you. My pronouns are also he, him. I look forward to getting in the business. I've Cal. It's in my name, call guy. Looking forward to.
Sorry to interrupt. Is it call or is it Cal?
It's Cal. I found.
So
I
it's
figured
not
that.
call.
Oh, it's not call. I just thought
So
it'd
it's
be
not
kind
So
of.
you're kind of lying when you say you're the call guy.
Well,
You'll get your turn. You'll get
my
your turn.
my
Sorry.
name was. I thought my name was close enough that it would be just a funny thing to introduce myself for the first
It is
day.
close. It's close enough. It's just not actually call.
It's not actually
anyway,
call.
we don't need to get this. So glad you're here. So excited to have
Thank
you.
you.
Let's move on.
I'm looking forward to it.
Next up.
Hi, my name's Anthony. Cold cut, but they call me Call, and I'm new to the industry, but I figured with a nickname like Call.
Sorry, I'm trying to take this all down. Before
Right.
you, Cal, as in California, but you're Anthony Coldcut or Call.
Yeah, they call me
Is that
Call.
right? Call you
because
Call.
because
Okay.
so I've got these friends and I love to give them a call. So they're like, hey, we should start calling this guy Call because of how he likes to give us calls all the time.
Right.
So
Right.
anyway, yeah, I'm new in the
And your
industry.
pronouns?
He, him, slash caller number one.
Okay, it's not a joke.
Okay.
All right.
Apologies. Anyway,
No,
yes.
that's great. Super excited to have you here. All right, let's move on. Who have we got next?
My name is Chris. Some people call me Chris the Jackhammer Erickson. I am a 43-year-old retired amateur wrestler, and my bitch ex-wife won't get off my back, so I've turned to telemarketing as a way to pay her my goddamn alimony. I'm sorry, am I allowed to swear in here?
That's fine. And your pronouns?
He, him,
Careful.
a brief stint in the 90s. Never mind.
That's all right.
Sorry,
Thank you for sharing.
I didn't mean to step on you. I just thought I got cute with it, and that wasn't well received. So I was just.
It's a sensitive subject for me.
Yeah. That's all right. We don't have to dive into our personal histories. Look, I just want to say I'm really glad you're all here. Chris, is it possible that I would have seen you wrestle somewhere in the Reno, Nevada area in, I don't know, 1992?
It's yes. I'm so glad you recognized me. Back then, I was not quite the jackhammer. I was just the regular hammer. But
that's right.
I took the mantle from my father.
Oh, okay. And so that's the difference between the jackhammer and the regular hammer is whether they're is passed down.
Yeah, I wasn't jacked back then, but now, as you can clearly see, I'm jacked. And my son has taken the hammer name, thank you. And one day if he makes me proud, I'll let him be the jackhammer.
And of course, this was, you would have been what? Oh, maybe 13 at the time.
That's
Seeing
right.
as, yeah,
My father got me into the oil wrestling circuit at a pretty young age, and it hasn't caused any kind of psychological issues whatsoever. I'm
doesn't
very
seem
well
to have.
adjusted.
All right. Well, I'd just like to go around before we jump into some of the training sessions because we're going to get you on some calls. I promise we're going to get you on some calls. We're not just going to sit around here today. So, but before we get into that, I'd really like to just go around and I would just like to hear a little bit about what brings you here today. Chris, you did a great job of already introducing that. But Call and Cal, I'd just like to hear why telemarketing? What's your passion for telemarketing? Why telemarketing? Why now? Why you?
Well, I guess I'll start us off. This is Cal here. I guess my passion is really just investing in different forms of crypto. And it's some people their job is their passion, and for me it's just I'm just trying to make money so that I can further invest in, various coins. And so to be completely transparent, I'm just here to get some money and to fund some enjoyment.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's a means to an end. You're going to work hard. You're going to make some money. That's totally cool. All right.
You got any hot
K-
tips? Sorry, you got any hot tips on coins? I've been looking into that.
Diarrhea coin has been having a pretty positive upswing right now. Um, and fart diarrhea coin has also been having a pretty positive upswing.
I
Okay,
Yeah,
should
those two are
say,
both really hot right now.
just to
gotcha.
jump in, we do have our own coin here at the Call Factory. That's just Call Factory fart
Coin.
diarrhea
Yes, and
coin.
that's actually why I chose this particular telemarketing center, is that
Oh, really?
I get a double dip. It's I'm making money to invest in coins, and also, well, I was hoping that, do we get any like kind of perks where we get coins more easily here? The Call Factory coin?
Well,
And
it is a part
we
of
don't have
our,
to get too
yeah,
in the
no,
weeds,
it's
but
okay. It is part of the incentive program. We can talk about that afterward. But I just want to pass it on over to Cold Cut or
Call.
Call him
You
Ma.
can call me Tony.
Okay, call you
uh,
Tony.
um, yeah, I love making calls. That's my thing. That's what I love to do. I have a rotary phone that I sit around and I just go one number up every day. Well, I mean multiple times a day. I'm sitting there for probably, I don't know, 6 hours a day. And I'll say, okay, I've done, a hypothetical, 555, 1 2 3 4. Okay, I just finished calling them. It's time to move on to 555, 1 2 3 5. And I'll just do that. And if someone answers, well, it just depends, But I'll usually pitch them, try and sell them something, just whatever's right in front of me at the moment. And I figured, I'm done being a freelance cold caller. It's time to really step into the industry.
Fabulous, great. Glad to have you on the team. We love the passion. We love the verve. We love the bite. We
The
love
verve,
the
bittersweet
the.
symphony.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was a number one, wasn't it?
Oh, it had to have been.
Had to have been
I
close.
don't know.
1992, I think. I think you wrestled to that, Chris. Chris, did you wrestle to that?
Oh,
Bittersweet.
did I
Was that your
wrestle?
walkout?
That was my well, it wasn't my walkout, but I heard it many times in the wrestling circuit coming up as a young 13-year-old covered in oil. And I gotta say, it brings back some memories for me.
Brings back memories
Absolutely.
for me as well.
Was
All
it
right.
Yeah.
okay?
Sorry. Go
Sorry.
ahead,
No.
Call. Did you
Well,
have something?
Was it an opponent's walkout song or something? Like, why did you hear it?
It was, oh man, whose walkout song wasn't it? I don't know if you were big into wrestling back in the 90s, the early 90s, but Bittersweet Symphony. Uh, I mean, Jake, the Long Snake, Johnson was using that. There was
And he was also
uh,
13. at the time?
He was 13. He was
Okay,
13.
cool. Just yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And let me tell you, that name, there's a reason they called him that. And it's because he had a lot of pet snakes. He was a big reptile lover. Yeah. And then you also had Derek. That was his whole name. He didn't go by anything else. People knew.
I hate to jump in here because I'd love to talk 90s young men's wrestling, but we need to get down to some of the basics. So we're just going to go through. Number one thing I want you walking out of here with today is the number one thing you need to succeed when you are calling and attempting to sell our fabulous products is you have got to have a sultry, wonderful, sexy voice. Okay, so that is the main thing. I don't care about the content of the call. I don't care what your tactics in selling are. You're welcome to run the gambit with that. What you need to practice here and what we're going to go through now is just a quick call where you have on your, what I like to call Barry White voice. Okay, so you're going to interact and call with me, and we're going to have a back and forth where you're putting on your voice. Okay, so does anybody want to be brave and go first?
I'll go for. Well, I just have a question. What are we selling to these people? I get the sexy voice thing, and I'm all about that. But what are we selling?
It's not even pertinent right now, but I'll tell
Okay.
you what we sell. We sell home goods, particularly to people who love their pet cats. So these are towers that look funky and fresh, mostly a millennial audience. These are litter boxes that clean themselves. These are cat bowls that have matching sets of human bowls, etc., etc. So that is what we're selling.
Beautiful. That's, as a cat lover myself, that's, might have to call myself and try to sell myself stuff.
Oh, we've got
That's
a
good.
joker.
That's good.
We've got a
I like
joker.
that.
All right, so who's going to hop up here first? Who feels like they've got the cojones to go mano a mano with this hombre on a call?
Brother, if you're asking about who's got cojones, let me tell you about a guy that I wrestled with back in 1995. No, I'm sorry. I can go ahead.
No, you would have been no, it's all right. You would have been 16 at the time, of course.
I'm trying to stay focused here on the job at hand.
Well, and
No,
when
no,
you,
no,
really
no.
do
and
want
when
to know.
and when you turn 16, you can enter into the adult leagues. So you were
Yeah,
wrestling with a
right.
man with cojones in 1995 when you were 16. Continue on.
Yeah, no, his name was Paul. The
The apostle?
the apostle.
Martinez, I think, right?
Yep.
I'm
that's the
familiar
one.
with the
That's
league.
the guy. You guys really, you know, it's it was a formative time for me. I'm sorry I keep bringing it up.
And
It's my
he
whole
had big
professional
cojones.
life. Oh, brother.
Did you ever
Yeah.
wrestle with the guy Dwayne the Rocks Johnson? He also had big cojones, I believe.
Oh, the Rocks. I remember him.
Yeah.
He was famous.
Yeah, the Rocks.
I'm glad
He got real famous. He made it out of the Vegas circuits.
I'm glad that we're.
Sometimes
But then, of course, yeah, no, it's all right. That's an emotional subject for me because, of course, the Rocks then, later died of an overdose, crack cocaine.
Yeah.
I heard that he
damn
died
shame
trying to pass a
in the
kidney
industry.
stone. But
High on cocaine.
The man was
Anyway,
yeah,
Go ahead.
Anyway.
we could go on about wrestling for hours. But
yeah.
Look, we're all fans. We're clearly all fans. So, let's keep our heads together. But after this, let's get a drink. Let's talk some wrestling. Who's going to go mano a mano? Actually, let's not go through that again. Who's going to do a call with me?
I can do it.
Okay, great.
Yep.
All right, Chris, let's hop on. Okay, so this is you are going to call me. I'm going to pick up the phone, and you are going to sell me. Let's say you're going to sell me one of our fine self-cleaning litter boxes. Okay, don't take no for an answer. Get that sexy voice going, and let's make it happen. Okay, you'll start the call. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Oh, you sound so. Who's
Listen,
calling, may I ask?
my name is Chris the Jackhammer Erickson,
Oh,
and I
Chris
have a
the Jack.
deal
A
for you.
deal? Oh my goodness. What kind
You a
of
cat?
deal?
Are you a cat lover? You a cat owner?
No, no, I have a dog.
Fuck. 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 Shit.
Okay, Chris, hold on. Let's pause here. That's really good. That was a really good first
I
attempt.
feel like you had him
And
on
I
the
get-
hook.
I threw you with the dog thing, okay? That's okay.
You can't do that to people. That's not
Look, Chris,
okay. That's not allowed.
take a deep breath. Chris, take a walk. Take a walk.
He's going jackhammer mode. I think he's going
Okay,
jackhammer
take a
mode.
walk. Come on back in. We're gonna do another call here, okay? Who wants to go next? Who's going next here?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay, you go ahead. You're gonna sell me this time. You are gonna be selling me those matching set of cat and human bowls. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, lay it down on the line.
Hi, is this Mr. Engender?
No, this is Mrs. Winklebottom.
Oh, hi. Would you mind? Is Mr. Engender there?
No, I'm just so old. What do you want from me?
Oh, well.
I'm dying soon.
Oh, well, do you have a cat?
A cat? I had a cat.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that you're dying soon and that your cat's already dead.
It's okay. I wish there was something to cheer me up.
Oh, I have the perfect thing for you. That's actually why I'm calling you. And sorry, what was it? Mrs. What was your name again?
Oh, who can remember?
Oh, well, Mrs. Who can remember it? Don't break. I wish it was Miss, because you sound lovely, by the way.
Oh.
Yes, yes.
What are you
I have.
wearing?
Well, right now I'm wearing one of those elephant thongs where.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there because you can listen. You did very good. You did very well. But what happened here, Cal, is that you crossed the line. Okay, you can do the sexy voice.
Yeah.
You cannot be sexy on the phone.
Okay, I see.
Okay, Chris, come back in. We're welcome to have you back. How was the walk? Are you all right?
I'm sorry. I lost my temper.
It's okay.
That I'm working on.
Okay.
I just really feel
okay.
like you set me up for failure, but it's okay, and I'm ready to try again.
I feel personally, I have to say, I feel like I could have nailed either of those calls.
Well,
easily.
we're gonna get you on a call here, but I just want to say something to Chris really quick, which is God gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers. Okay, just remember that. And the same is true.
And his oiliest boys.
And
this is also
you
true.
know what? We are gonna. All right, call. All right, gotta get your little jibes in, don't you? Let's see how well you do on a call.
I like to razz. I like to razz.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Well, I know your experience, so I'm going to turn it up to 11 Spinal Tap for you, and we are going to throw it down.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
You're going to make a call. You know what? I'm not telling you what you're selling. You come up with what you're selling, okay? Cat related.
Gotcha. Okay, bring. You got it. Okay, hello? Hi, I'm not sure if anyone can hear me over there, but this is Anthony Coldcut. I'm calling.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm going through a tunnel. Hello?
Oh, okay. And what is your name, sir?
You'll have to call me back.
Oh, okay. Well, before I call you
Bye.
back.
Click.
Oh, okay. See that?
Wow, that was just not good. You really dropped it on that one call.
I mean, he was putty in your
cold cuts.
Anthony.
He was putty in your hands.
Why did you give up after I hung up on you?
Good.
Hello? I'm through the tunnel.
Hey, are you
Who
through
is
that
this?
tunnel?
I'm a very busy businessman, and I have places to be and things to do. Who is this? Why are you calling
me? Well, you're
me?
going to love this, Mr. Businessman. You have a cat, I assume, as all good businessmen do. And if you don't have a cat, I'm sure you'll be getting one shortly because you don't want to
I have
look
several cats.
Okay, perfect. So, on Halloween, humans like to wear cat ears. I've got a new product for you. It's human ears for cats. It'll improve their hearing. It's really cute. You're gonna love it. How many cats you got?
Dear God. It doesn't even matter how many cats I have. This idea is genius, and I'm hiring you to work for my think tank in Washington, D.C.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I'll quit my
No, just
job.
kidding. I hate you, and I don't
Oh,
want your stupid human ears for cats.
well, how many can I put you
Now,
down for?
now, if you don't give me a reason to stay on this phone in the next 5 seconds, I'm going to be hanging up.
I will suck you off if you buy some human ears for cats.
All right, that's a deal.
Okay. I'll have
Okay,
my
now
people reach out.
now hold on. Now, I know you're going to be confused because I gave Cal
Call
trouble
Tony.
about no before you call Cal. I gave I
Oh,
gave him trouble about getting sexual. However, if you're talking to someone
a
who
businessman.
is in business, yes, and is a man, this is an acceptable part of the negotiation. It is almost expected. Okay. Great. Any questions after that first round? I don't want this to be my meeting. I want us to get through. I want us to, what are we wondering about the calls? What are we
Could we?
wondering about ourselves?
I'm sorry. I'm
Way to
just
make the
wondering
sale.
if we could
Cold cuts.
see you
Sorry,
in action.
sorry. Of course you can, but I think we had another question. I'll be happy to do a call. What did you say, Chris? You had something, I think, for me?
I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just congratulating Cold Cuts on what an excellent salesman he is. And if the offer stands, I would also like to place an order of 100 human ears for cats.
I'm gotta say this is that this is not a product that exists. However, I'm gonna pass it upstairs and see if we can't make this happen because I'd buy them. You'd buy them, Chris. Cal,
I would,
I
assuming
you
that the deal stands that Cold Cut brought up, I would place several orders likely.
yeah. Well, I know. Yeah, you clearly have a business degree. I, I I think I saw that on your CV. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you did.
all right. Okay, I've been challenged to a call. Who would like to be on the other end of this thing? Because I'm ready to go.
I'm happy to give it another shot. I
Let's get
really feel
back in
like
it.
I blew it last time. And Bill, I want to make you so proud.
Oh, I think you can do it. I think you can do it, Jackhammer. Now, don't. I want you to jackhammer me hard. Okay. I don't want you to let up. I want you to really test the tensile strength of Bill and Gender. Okay.
Brother, there's nothing I'd like to do more. Give me a call. Hello,
Oh,
this is Chris the Jackhammer Erickson.
hello, Chris the Jackhammer Erickson. How are you today?
I'm tickled. How are you?
Oh, well, I'm tickled as well, and I just was calling, and I had a little bit of a question for you, if you don't mind.
Well, you called me, and I don't have this number, but your voice is so sexy that I think I have to let you ask this question.
How would you feel if I sent you a self-cleaning litter box?
Uh,
Hmm?
uh, I would, I would love that. I, I thought you'd never ask.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna need a little something from you, Chris.
I'll, I'll use it. I can test it out. I have
Oh, it's not about
several
that. It's not
raccoons
about
in my
that.
backyard.
It's
I'm
about,
sure they could
it's
get some use
about,
out of it. Hmm?
it's actually about a little plastic card I need from you, Chris. Just a little, some digits, some numbers, some, you know what I mean.
Look, I've already given my social security card and number to the last four people that called me today. I don't see why this would be any different.
All right, why don't you give me that number, Chris?
Sorry, if I could just cut
Yeah.
in on this. Well, first off,
Mm-hmm.
I let me just I'm going to give you the rundown of what I was feeling throughout this call. Because
Sexual tension?
Sure.
well, yes, that's the overall vibe. first I was angry because it didn't seem like he was giving you any sort of jackhammering. It seems like he was putting up almost no resistance. Then I thought,
Fuck.
oh,
You're
maybe
right.
Bill is so good at these calls that there was no resist. Like, how could you put up resistance? But then Chris revealed that he's given his social security number to the last 4 people. So I had to wonder whether that was the case. So basically, I left feeling very conflicted and confused.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
Here's
tap in there.
yeah, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
disagree. I was just starstruck. Like, wow, Bill, you are a master, and I see why this is why I want to work for this company. Under your coaching, I think that I think I could sell anything. Honestly, just after that little sample, that little taste. I mean, I'm just
I
smitten right now.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I understand, Anthony, I understand your confusion. Because here's what's happened. When you're as effective a salesman as I am, you retroactively make sales for other people. So what happens is my selling powers are so strong that it causes a rift in the space-time continuum and causes sales to happen before I've even called. So it's a little bit like, I don't want to say Back to the Future because of the implications that movie, it was a little unsettling for me, but that's
Because
sort
he
of the
started
idea.
disappearing.
Well, that, and I always found it odd that a high schooler was hanging out with this doctor who seemed to be in his late 50s, early 60s. It
Whoa.
felt
Hold on. What do you have? You have problems with younger men hanging out with older men?
not, let me,
Bill,
I'm
are you
sorry, I don't want to
coming?
speak. No. I want to be very,
Because
very
it's
clear.
not weird.
When it is,
It's
when it's,
very normal.
when it is a sacred sporting relationship like you had when you were wrestling as a young lad, I have no issue with it. I don't trust this doctor. I mean, he was trading plutonium with the Iranians. He was
I
messing
mean,
with
they didn't really say
time.
where he was getting it from. Also, Bill, I got to go ahead and say I completely rescind my respect for you. If you're going to be poking holes in Back to the Future, I no longer appreciated your sales calls. I just now looking back on it retroactively, I think that it was not a good call, and I don't look up to you anymore. And after this call is done, I'm gonna throw away the picture that I drew of you. I'm not gonna hang it up above my bed anymore.
Wow.
An artist.
Wow. Wow. This is a wake up call for me. Look, if you feel that strongly, I don't know how the rest of you all feel about Back to the Future and its sequels. The one where it's like the future again and Biff's president, I think. And then the other one where they're in the Old West and they have to pull a train, I think, but Doc stays behind because he found some younger woman to hang out with.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think
you're
Does
referring to
love
2 and
younger
3.
women.
Back to the Future 2
Yeah.
and 3. Yes.
I think
Yes,
what
I
we
would
ought to
imagine.
do, I would, I think what we ought to do is leave this meeting immediately, go
Right.
watch all of these movies in succession, and see where we end up on this. Because if we can't come together on this as a team, then I do not see how we are going to get through this crazy season of selling these cat merchandises.
Merchandisees.
All right.
Well,
So
I
maybe
agree.
Go
we
ahead.
all go watch all 3 and then we circle back and come back in about 10 or 10 minutes after we're done so we can have a little potty break, get some food, whatever.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
I think you seem very eager to hop on to the watching train after
I'm
you. Oh
really
wait,
excited.
you like it. Never
I'm
mind.
really
Okay.
excited to watch them.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I mean, I I have to agree with Bill here. I do think the relationship is odd now that I'm thinking about it. Obviously, in sports, it's a different story. I think everyone can agree on that. Um, but I mean, calling is a team sport sometimes, and if we can't all get on the same page about Back to the Future, that does, in my mind, I don't know if I'm going to be able to work with you guys.
All
right,
right.
well,
It sounds like
let's
it's
circle back
settled.
and yeah, let's regroup once we're all done watching. So, all right, see you guys.
Yeah, see you guys
bye-bye.
later.
Yeah. 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 We'll see you back here.